All right, welcome everybody. It is David Thomas and Mr. Jay Woolwine. Jay's having a little technical issues today, so if it gets too garbled, I'll just take over. But hopefully, you can see he's a little, he's a little staticky there. So we'll we'll see how that goes. But the internet gremlins are after us today. But as we do, we jump on here every Tuesday around 4 p.m. Eastern and share, motivation, inspiration, education, everything to help you become a better version of yourself. As I say every week, sometimes we talk about trading mindset, sometimes we talk about personal development topics, and all of which are going to help you with your trading as well, if you didn't know. So today is one of those personal development topics, and we're going to be talking about time management. And I know you're like, crap, if you're not a time management person, you probably don't want to hear this topic, but it is a good thing to listen to because, you know, it's crazy how much of a difference it makes when you take control of your schedule. I used to, I mean, I've always been somewhat disciplined and regimented, but definitely not as much as I am today. I used to go with the flow, thinking I'd get things done when I, felt like it, right? But the reality is, if you don't plan your time, you end up wasting it. And now I set clear priorities and I can see how much more productive I am. And honestly, you're happier because you don't feel all that anxiety about things. It's when you manage your time well, you're managing your life well in a sense. So Jay, what do you think?
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Time management isn't just being productive, it's about being intentional with what you're doing. Right? And I found kind of the best way to stay on top of things, for me at least, is by planning my day the night before. Because if you don't, then you end up just wasting time, deciding what you're going to do, and then you get sidetracked with this, or you start on your email or whatever, and all of a sudden, you've lost an hour or the day. So, I I think that when you map out your day, at least me, again, personally, I can't speak for everybody, but you just get to work right away, right? You you get straight to work, you feel accomplished by the end of it, and it's about structuring your time in a way that aligns with whatever your goals are, right? Otherwise, you just get stuck reacting to whatever comes instead of you being in control.
Yeah, it's exactly true. I mean, I think the big part is understanding what's truly important versus just urgent. I'm sure you've all seen the little diagram, right? What's urgent, important, and all those kind of things. But I used to spend so much time just putting out small little fires, responding to messages, handling just random tasks, but I wasn't making progress on the long-term goals. Now, and that's the Eisenhower matrix. That's what it's called. You can categorize things like, and you can Google it and look at it. And we don't need to pull it up today, but um, you can categorize things as urgent, important, important, not urgent, and so forth and so on. So it can help focus on what actually moves the needle rather than just getting lost in staying busy. So many people just stay busy. So you just need to employ those strategies.
Yeah, that busy, right?
Right.
um, Sorry,
Oh.
my even my screen is like glitchy. So for me, time blocking has really been a game changer. Instead of just writing out a to-do list, actually blocking out your time, right? A specific time slot for each task and how long you expected it would take, right? Just an example, like I'll set aside like 8 to 10 for a big project that I have, and then maybe an hour for Zoom meetings, and then maybe another 2 hour block for creative work. Right now, it's like video stuff, right? And it keeps me disciplined and prevents distractions. And one of the big things I've done is you can put your phone on like airplane mode, right? So that you don't keep getting interrupted, right? And minimizing those distractions has been huge, right? It really even they even make them like for your computer, right? For the websites and stuff, so that you can turn off messages and stuff like that. It's just crazy how much time we lose by checking your phone for a second, right? It pings and you look at it, and all of a sudden you're looking at something and you're gone, right? So
Is that why you ignore me for like periods of time throughout the day? Is that what?
it's not exactly why, but
Yeah, distractions are definitely time killers. Yeah, I actually read somewhere that it takes about 20 minutes. Once you get distracted, it takes 20 minutes to kind of refocus and get into that workflow, you know? So it helps to, do like batch processing, instead of checking emails all throughout the day, dedicate specific times to checking your emails, or like once in the morning, once in the afternoon, or something like that. I do the same thing for messages. I get tons of messages every single day from people that obviously are interested in the community, and people that are already in the community, people that are trading that need help, people that want feedback on trades and things like that, constantly throughout the day. So I've tried to do the same thing. If I stopped, like if I'm in my trading time, when my trading work hours, and I was to stop and answer messages every single time, that would just totally destroy, the trading results. So it's one of those things where you definitely want to time block. I think that's a really good one, for sure. So, social
Yeah.
media, that's a big one. Yeah, social media, you make sure you're not just, you see something pop up on your phone and then you go to social media, right? It's really hard to stay in that work mode when you're just scrolling, something pops up and it scrolls, right? So definitely, like Jay said, airplane mode is a good one.
Yeah. So true. Another thing I've learned is that the power of saying no, right? A lot of people overcommit and end up overwhelmed, right? I used to feel guilty, right? Saying no to things, turning them down. But now I realize that like every yes is something, could be something unimportant, right? That or it ends up being a no for something that is important, right? Because I'm doing a bunch of things that aren't really important, and then it doesn't leave time for the things that really are important and that truly matter, right? It's about protecting your time, right? So that you can invest it in things that do align with your goals, right? And I've kind of started evaluating different commitments that I've made by asking, does this contribute to my my values, right? Does this contribute to my goals? And if it doesn't, then I just politely decline. I just people don't know, I'm sorry, I can't today, right? And it's really just like a mindset shift.
Yeah, I love that. At the end of the day, time management, it's not just about staying productive, right? It's about living intentionally. If you don't control your time, life will control it for you, right? So you want to be the CEO of kind of your own schedule. When you take charge and you're intentional, you're not just staying busy, you're actually moving forward and making progress. And that's when you can actually start becoming the best version of yourself. So, all right. Well, I hope you get value out of this today, and hope you actually apply it and really think about it, because it's a very powerful topic. All right. So we will see everybody back next week. So God bless, and y'all have a good week.
See you guys.
Bye.